and administration of Buckeye High School extend to each of you a cordial welcome. We're pleased that you're here tonight. Buckeye High School and Holy Name High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and by competition and relations with our schools. In order to make tonight's contest great and enjoyable as possible, your school and community in a positive, respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect to your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administrators and authority figures, and of course, your team opponents. Let's make tonight's contest great by remembering to respect the game. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats and direct your attention to the north end of the gymnasium to the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Officials assigned to this game have selected a sign according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Great Lakes Conference. Your officials tonight, Michael Izanamir, Scott Sandvik, and Daniel Potsby Jr. And now let's meet the teams. First, visiting Holy Name Greenway, led by Coach Ryan Patton. The senior, number 5, Joey Abraham. The sophomore, number 4, Maxwell Orr. The senior, number 1, Keegan Fernlund. The senior, number 15, Dorrian Pettway. And senior, number 2, Josh Pinera. And now for your Buckeye Bucks. The 6'3" senior guard, number 1, Keegan Fernlund. The 6'3" junior guard, number 3, Casey Murray. The 5'10" freshman guard, number 21, Austin Hire. The 6'5" senior forward, number 24, Luke Niddle. And the 6'3" senior forward, number 32, Joey Leonard. Bucks are led by head coach Tom Harrington, assisted by Justin Burns.
Live from Buckeye High School, this is Holy Name Men's Basketball and Holy Name Athletics YouTube. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight on the call, Michael Oleksik. Good to be here with you tonight, Michael.
Yeah, great to be here, Nathan. Can't wait for an exciting night of basketball.
As the ball is tipped, Holy Name coming into this one 9-0, playing the 1-5 Bucks, who are on a 4-game losing streak as of right now. Holy Name looking to make it to double-digit wins for the first time since the 2020-2021 season. What can they do tonight to make that happen?
Just rebounds. I mean, whoever wins the rebounding battle normally wins the game, so rebounds are big for Holy Name here.
Holy Name taking it inside, kicking it back out. Fernlund puts up with 2. First blood, Holy Name. Keegan Fernlund puts his name on the board. 2-0 Holy Name after some nice ball moves there by Holy Name. Using it inside, taking it outside, and finally finishing on the inside. Good team play all around. Here come the Bucks. Higher. That's going to go out against Higher and the Bucks. And one thing to comment on the Buckeye Bucks. Austin Higher, he is a freshman playing varsity and starting on varsity. That is something you don't see that often in high school sports anymore. I mean, we've commented on that many times, but still very impressive to see Higher starting varsity for a team like Buckeye. Wave inside, Pettway. Puts up a 2. That one not falling, rebounded by Murray. The Bucks will now take it up court here. Murray takes it up. Hudak now has it, matched up against Pettway. Inside, gives outside a 3. That is Niddle. That one not falling, rebounded by the sophomore Maxwell Bolin. Bolin kicks. Abraham has it on the outside of the arc. Takes it inside, puts up a 2. That one off the rim, not falling. Buckeye trying to work quickly here. Hudak now against Pettway. Buckeye now slows it down a little bit. Murray now has it against Abraham. Abraham tips it. He fights for it. Abraham gets it. And a travel against Abraham in the green wave. I don't know what was seen there.
When he was on the ground, they say he probably got up and picked it up, and that's what they call a travel there.
Holy fans disgruntled early on in this one, still up 2-0. But physicality will be a big part of this game. We've seen that so far, plays like that. Inside, Hudak, no foul on the charge. Hudak puts up a 2, that one not falling.
That one looked like a charge there.
That was a charge, not called once again. Fernlund's 2, that one falls. 4-0 Green Wave. For the second game now in a row, the Green Wave fans are not happy with the officiating early on.
Yeah, we have Joey's dad behind us, and we can really hear him yelling.
Murray takes it inside, puts up a 2. That one not falling. Fernlund tips it. Pinero finally able to get it. Goes out against Pinero on the green wave. Buckeye will retain possession. Like you said, rebounds will be crucial in this one. Both teams fighting hard to get up there. Obviously, Buckeye might have a little bit of a height advantage. Their tallest clocking in at 6'5". Not many in the 5-foot range still. But either way, holy name. They might play small ball, but they're still able to get up there and make up what they don't have in height. They make up for it in hops.
Yeah, holy name, not a very tall team.
Now a 3 from Higher. Sophomore falls.
Number 21, Austin Higher.
Freshman Austin Higher shot falls. 4-3 now. Holy name leads. Bolin takes it inside. Puts up a 2. That one's going to be set back by Niddle. Here come the Bucks. Hudak up court. Puts up a long 2. That jumper falls. Buckeye takes the lead.
That was a Kyrie Irving bounce back off the back of the rim there.
It's classic old basketball using the back of the backboard. Make it go in. A good shot. Buckeye now takes the lead, and holy name needs an answer. Abraham inside the Pettway matchup against Niddle. Tries taking it inside. Kicks it out to Keegan Fernlund. Fernlund inside, puts up a 2. That one not falling, rebounded by Leonard. Niddle taking it up here. Murray now back to Leonard. Hudak has it outside the arc, matchup against Pettway. Holy name running a man defense as of right now. Murray gives Niddle. Niddle loses it. Regains possession, gives. Caden Hudak now has it once again, matchup against Pettway. Buckeye puts up a 3. Not falling. That one, Pettway fights for it. Bolin tips to him, and they finally have it.
Yeah, the rest of them letting them play physical, I mean.
That's what you kind of want to see here. Pinero inside. Takes it outside the arc, into the elbow. Abraham now has it once again, a kind of typical point guard. You see him not mainly shooting here, but distributing it. Gives Maxwell Bolin. Bolin puts up a 3. Bang! Maxwell Bolin, first three player of the night for the Green Wave. He takes the lead now 7-5 early on tonight's contest.
Yeah, Bolin, really a great shooter.
And now Buckeye working quickly. Hudak answers for the Bucks.
It looks like they kind of got a Pettway and Bolin got a little confused on that screen there. Maybe Pettway wanted Bolin to switch, but he didn't, so I don't know.
Abraham inside with the 2. That one not falling, rebounded by the big man Niddle. Here comes Hudak and the Bucks. Takes it inside, open lane to the basket, misses underneath. There is a foul, however. now to the line here for the Bucks. Keegan Fernlund, senior 6'3" guard / forward. Definitely we're talking about height. I believe that will be tied third tallest on the team. A couple of kids are 6'3" on the team. A couple 6'5" kids, including Middle, who's on the court right now. But a very tall team. The first shot from Murray, or Hudak, correct. That one falls. Substitutions now for both sides. Murray and Niddle go to the sideline as Stiers checks into the game for the Green Wave. Sending Pettway to the bench. Green Wave now committing to the small ball concept.
Keep attacking, you might get a call. Let's go. Joe, you got two.
Buckeye now has the lead, and it is the comment on 5 minutes into this game. The combined score of this one is more than the first quarter of the Holy Name Parma game Tuesday night. That was a very low-scoring affair. You could have expected that going into this one, considering Buckeye coming off a 49-32 game. But so far, that does not seem to be the case. 9-7 now the Bucks lead, and here comes the Green Wave trying to tie it or take the lead. Pinero takes inside, puts up a 2. That one rolls perfectly off the fingers and into the basket. Tie ball game once again.
Yeah, he just scored right to the basket, really uncontested.
It works as Hudak gives. Dolata. Burgess trying to work inside. Doesn't have anything. Lenarth gives. Higher, the freshman guard. Matched up against Abraham. Kicks it outside. Higher, that one. That's going to be an and 1 for the Bucks. Holy Name fans were looking for a moving screen on Dolata, not called. Instead, it ends in an and 1 opportunity here for the Bucks. Nice shot there by Higher, the freshman, working, causing a foul, but more importantly, making sure the basket falls.
Yeah, you see kind of an old school offense from them. A lot of screens, like a 5-out offense, just trying to drive, get someone open.
The and 1 comes to fruition. Bucks now out to an early 3-point lead.
Yeah, but we've seen Holy Name come out real flat, and then that second quarter, they just come out of
Falling to
nowhere.
tie it. That one not falling. Stiers rebounds it. Try to kick it outside, they fight for it. It should be a jump ball. It is a jump ball. Buckeye will retain possession. In on there to cause that jump ball, Drew Stiers. He didn't score as many points in the last game. I believe he scored 4 in the last one. But still, Holy Name, they do an award, Be the Hammer award after every game. Drew Stiers won it for his outstanding defense. And we saw that physicality, not afraid to dive onto the court and make a play. Showing that right there for the Green Wave early on this one. Hudak kicks it outside. Middle gives. That is Burgess. Burgess gives the Higher, back to Burgess. Back to Dolata.
Yeah, Buckeye just looking for the good matchup that they can drive on or get someone open, like a pick
Inside.
and roll right there.
Yep, Dolata not falling. That one, a second chance opportunity for Dolata falls. Bucks now up by 5. We've seen the Green Wave get down to a flat start like we said, but now they need to do something. Pinero, 3. Bang! Josh Pinero answers. They're going to say that's a 2, actually. It was close, but they're going to give the benefit of the doubt to the home Bucks. Ball falls. Dolata gets off the tip from Murray. Dolata hands it off to Burgess. Burgess against Fernlund now outside the arc, taking it inside. Kicks it back outside to Murray. Murray against Abraham, who's kind of pressing him. Hudak holds, and it's going to be matched up against Pinero, trying to work on something here. Inside, Dolata able to lose Stiers, and Dolata able to score. Green Wave needs something here, down by 5 with under a minute left to go here from Buckeye in the first quarter. Pinero, a long 3. Bang! That one falls for Pinero.
That one was definitely a 3, Nathan.
Definitely a 3, no doubt. 5 points so far on the night for Pinero, Holy Name within 2. Holy Name fans not happy with the lack of fouls called against the Bucks in this one early on.
Yeah, but you got to see high school basketball playing physical.
It's different from the JV game that we saw the ending of that one. Everything more was called in that game. This one, a little bit more lenient here from the refs. Different style of refs, that's what you'll see. We had different refs for each game. Dolata inside. Niddle can't get it. Pinero, here come the Green Waves trying to tie it before the end of the first. Abraham, corner. Fernlund, another shooter. Bowling for the lead. That one not falling. Dolata gets the rebound for the Bucks. Bucks, last possession here. Murray up court. Will it get off in time? It does. The 3. Right in the hands of Stiers, which takes us to the end of the first quarter. Their score after 1 from Buckeye High School. Buckeye 16, Holy Name 14. We'll be back in a minute to bring you the second quarter. We are back after one quarter from Buckeye High School. Your score, Buckeye 16, Holy Name 14. The offenses, we've seen them both put up some points here. 30 points combined. That's about what it was in the Holy Name Parma game last time out in the first half. What have you seen from these offenses? And I don't want to explain what Buckeye's offense and their kind of mentality is.
Yeah, Buckeye's kind of playing a little more old school offense, like a 5-out, pick and rolls, a lot of picks. They're looking for that open guy and they're pounding the ball inside and pounding the offensive glass. If the three's there, they'll take it, but they're not worried about time of possession. They'll take all the time in the world. Holy Name's offense right now so far, we're going a lot faster. We're taking these threes and not really setting up the offense and pushing the ball inside.
And we're kind of playing on the counterattack. You've seen that. They score a point up by 5, and we have to go quickly. Pinero takes his 3, Bolin takes a shot, stuff like that. He's giving us some substitutions here for the Green Wave. Humenik now checks into the game. We see how dangerous he can be in a second. Hopefully he can do that tonight for the Green Wave. Pinero early, takes it inside, kicks, Bolin. Still inside, now takes it outside the arc, match up against Murray. Bolin takes it inside, tries spinning. Steyer's a wide open 3. Bang! Holy Name takes the lead again. Drew Steyer's a beautiful 3-pointer. We've seen him on defense, now his offensive chops come out. Holy Name up by 1, but here comes Buckeye working kind of faster than they're used to. Murray outside, now they're going to slow it down like you said they do.
Yeah, but a lot of movement on that Buckeye offense, just waiting for a mistake by the Holy Name defense, which has been really strong this year.
Holy Name fans now game out. Bolin has the fast break for the Green Wave. Bolin, Humenik. That was ball for Humenik. No goal against scoring of the night. Holy Name now up by 3. Forces the Bucks to call a timeout. That's exactly what Holy Name wanted to do going out of the break for the quarter. 50 seconds in, 5 points in the quarter. That's exactly what the Green Wave wanted to do there.
Yeah, Holy Name maybe doesn't always come out in that first quarter all that strong, but they always come to play in that second quarter. And second quarter Humenik, he shows up every time.
There you go, the fast break. We've preached it many times. You got to capitalize. So far tonight, it's done well. Bolin, a beautiful bounce pass to Humenik. All he had to do was finish, and he was very clinical with it. Did exactly what he needed to do, put it off the glass and in. And Steyer's, the wide open man out there, we set it on defense. He's done his job. He had the open shot, and he's not afraid to take a 3-pointer. We've seen that many times this season. Once again, showing he can sink it from long range, but also work inside and play physical. Definitely something the Green Wave want to work off of. And now a 3-point lead and momentum. They need to build off this and get out to a double-digit lead early on. Buckeye to inbound. Hudak matchup against Pinero. We'll start it off here for the Bucks, down by 3. Hudak gives, Higher inside, puts up a 2. That one falls for Higher. Holy Name kind of work fast here and try to keep their momentum. Pinero takes it inside, puts up a 2. That one blocked by Higher. And the Green Wave will turn it over after Pinero catches it with his foot on the line. That'll give the ball back to Buckeye. Kind of one of those areas you do not want to make at this stage in the game. We saw more or less stuff like that happen in the late stages of the Valley Forge game, if you remember that.
We're going to get an offensive foul.
I didn't exactly see what happened.
He called it on 44, I thought, but unless he called on 24, which is Drew. He must have called it on Drew Steyer's, I guess, a hold there.
Not many fouls in this game. All 3 fouls against the Green Wave as Delata puts up a 2. That one not falling. The attempt there from Lenarth not falling.
You saw them pounding the offensive glass there after that shot. Not afraid to go get those second chance points.
And now something back into the game. Dorrian Pettway, Holy Name, going in a little bit bigger here, sending Keegan Fernlund, one of their senior sharpshooters, back to the bench. Pinero will take it up court here for the Green Wave. Kicks to the corner for Steyer's. Steyer's inside, Maxwell Bolin. A weird pass there to Pinero. It works, however. Corner, Steyer's, a wide open 3 again. That one not falling. Humenik going for the rebound, unable to come down with it. Lenarth comes down with it for the Bucks. Here comes Hudak and the Bucks. Corner, Higher, a 3 against Pettway. That one falls. Bucks take the lead once again.
Yeah, a lot of high-powered offense in this game so far.
And early on in this game, Austin Higher proving why he's a starter on Varsity as a freshman. He shot well from beyond the arc. He's worked well inside. Very good spot for Buckeye. Bolin's 2 not falling. Pettway, the big man rebounds. That one not falling for Pettway. Tipped, Humenik, here's the Steyer's. Nice job there by Humenik to tip it outside. Pinero now works, takes it inside, puts up a layup. That one in and out and back out, not working. Snyderburn on the rebound. Here come the Bucks. Murray Hudak gonna slow it down here. Gonna hold it against Pinero at the top of the arc. Inside, directly in the hands of Pettway. Fast break opportunity unless Holy Name wants to reset. Pinero inside. That works. And that's gonna foul against Holy Name.
It feels like it should be on Pettway. Yeah, on a charge. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I don't know what they saw. You
Yeah,
saw better than
there
I did.
definitely was some contact, but I don't know if he had his feet set there.
It's weird the way they're drawing the line of too physical and not physical enough.
Yeah, Pettway didn't even have the ball.
An off-ball foul, not one you want to have on a basket that would have tied the game up. Hudak takes, gives. It'll open for a three. That one, the weird motion works. Another weird shooting motion there by Niddle, it works. Buckeye now up by 5 once again. Like I said, they don't force the three-pointers, but when they do, they're able to connect. Humenik a three from the corner. Bang! Second quarter, Humenik is back again.
Yeah, Holy Name kind of coming up with the press here. Put some pressure on that Buckeye offense.
Adam Humenik with 5 in the second quarter. We know he likes this quarter. Niddle, fake shot, takes inside. That one not falling. Niddle gets the rebound. The 6'5" Niddle. That one doesn't fall either. That way on the rebound. Green Wave had an opportunity to take the lead. Pinero. Humenik, a three for the lead. Not falling. Stiers rebounds, gives Pinero. Takes a shot. Stiers fakes it. Bowen in the corner, takes it inside. Hands it to Pettway, who loses it. Still on the ground. Higher finally gets it for the Bucks. Living a loose ball there for a couple seconds. Higher taking a long three. That one not falling. Pettway tips. Stiers comes down to it finally for the Green Wave. And here come the Green Wave. Pinero takes it inside. Kicks to Pettway. Pettway's two. That one falls. Tie ball game once again.
Yeah, very fast-paced game. Back and forth, back and forth.
This is not the way that Buckeye wanted to run that first quarter. That's not the way they did run that first quarter. And now Holy Name making them play at their game, the fast-paced game. If you can make a team play at your level, that is a sign of momentum, even if you're the away team.
Yeah, you see Buckeye slowing it up here.
Hudak gives. Snyderburn, higher, Niddle on the outside of the arc. That's a three-point attempt. That is DeMauro. That is not falling. Higher out of the seal. That one falls. Nice defense there by Higher. Strip it from Pinero. What's up with two? Buckeye 2-point lead once again.
Yeah, Pinero just had no idea he was there.
Inside, Stiers, ball in corner. Humenik a three for 8 points in the quarter. That one not falling. Rebounded by Hudak. Up court, here comes Buckeye working quickly. Higher against Stiers with a three. That one not falling. Humenik rebounds.
Again, over the back, it looks like Buckeye there.
Another nice box out there by Adam Humenik. 5 points so far in his favorite quarter, the second quarter. Even defensively, he's done an amazing job this quarter. Able to box out, able to be technical with the basketball, and showing why he comes off the bench and can potentially be their sixth man.
Yeah, Bruce Stiers checks out for Joey Abraham there.
Abraham will take it up, giving instructions to Humenik.
Yeah, he's like the Swiss Army knife for this team, as we talked about.
Bowen picks, set. Abraham takes it inside, gives, Pettway. Can he finish? No, that's going to be a foul.
Yeah, 2 shots. Let's go straight up. Pettway's showing his strength there.
And that'll be the first foul against the Bucks.
That's their second.
Their second, now they finally upped the board.
They had to over the back.
And the over the back. That's interesting though. No fouls for, I don't know, 12, 13 minutes, and then 2 fouls in a span of like 20 seconds.
Well, these refs are letting them play physical, so.
Pettway's first falls, only name in one. Substitution here for the Green Wave. Keegan Fernlund subs in, and Josh Pinero goes to the sideline.
Yeah, Pinero, great first half so far. You hear how loud it is in here for that free throw. A lot of pressure, it feels like.
Pettway second, that one. Off the rim and off the backboard, it falls. Green Wave tie it once again. Buckeye unable to make a substitution. They have to work fast. Abraham tips. Niddle. DeMarco has it at the top of the arc. Match up against Abraham.
Burgess kicks outside. DeMarco, Niddle, takes a shot, takes it inside. Niddle, that one not falling.
That one was tipped there by
And who will go out against?
Holy Name's ball. Really physical possession there. Holy Name really showing what they're made of here.
The physicality is a crucial part of this game, and Holy Name showing that they can match up with the height and physicality of the Bucks.
Yeah, this Buckeye team might be 1-5, but they're not playing like they're 1-5 right now for sure.
Even in the girls level, like we saw here early December, which you'll see again tomorrow afternoon at Holy Name, all Buckeye sports play physical. In football, they play extremely physical. Yes, they won 35-0, but Buckeye's a very physical team to play against. The girls basketball team, very physical team to play against. Boys basketball for Buckeye, same story. And speaking of that girls basketball game, Holy Name girls varsity basketball hosts the Bucks tomorrow afternoon at 12:30. I'll be on the call for that one at Holy Name High School. Tune into that one to see a good one. Holy Name said the last time they played Buckeye, have changed things around, won a couple of games. They've looked like a different team for the second half of the season so far. An unfortunate almost 30-point loss to Parma last time out, but the girls are ready to avenge that loss and go back at it and keep Buckeye at only one win on the year for that solid defense.
Yeah, that was a timeout there by Holy Name. Want to talk it over.
Another game that we'll be covering next week, next Friday night at Holy Name. Holy Name hosts Valley Forge for the second leg of that game. Friday the 13th at 7 p.m. at Holy Name. We'll be on the call for that one. Tune into that one. It'll be a good game to watch.
All squared up with 2:14 left to go here in the first half. The Green Wave to inbound and take it up. Abraham takes it up court here for the Green Wave.
Bowen back to Abraham.
Yeah, you see it.
Humenik inside, Fernlund at 2. Holy Name retakes the lead as Keegan Fernlund substitution back into the game, paying dividends for the Green Wave.
A great adjustment there by Holy Name. That was a quick switch by the Buckeyes. They switched from a man to a zone, and a good read there by Holy Name.
Niddle inside against Pettway. Kicks outside to Hudak. Hudak spins inside. Fakes the 2. Pass inside Niddle. That one in and out, not falling. The unlucky roll for the Bucks, and here comes the Green Wave trying to capitalize.
Bowen wanted to take a 3, didn't take it. Inside, Pettway against Niddle. That one, the and one for Dorrian Pettway!
Yeah, Pettway really showing his strength there. Standing up to these tall guys.
And now an and one opportunity here for the Green Wave. Pettway went to the line last time. I believe sunk both of them. Hopes to do so again right now. Snyderburn and Pyrecheck back into the game for the Bucks. As Niddle and I believe DeMarco go to the sideline for the home Buckeye Bucks.
Yeah, you hear how loud it is in here for this free throw. This Buckeye crowd's still really into it.
That way to make it a 5-point lead for the Green Wave. He converts. Substitution real quick here for the Green Wave. Adam Humenik goes to the sideline as Josh Fingerhoff subs back into the game. Humenik, 5 points in the second quarter. Caused the first foul of the game against the Bucks, which spiraled now into 3 in a span of a couple minutes. Some good offensive and defensive plays. Second quarter, Humenik back again today.
A 3-point attempt here, Lennard. That one falls for the Bucks. Game back within 2 points.
Abraham taking it up court here for the Green Wave. Gives it to Bowen. Bowen inside to Pettway. Pettway outside. That one not getting to Abraham. Here come the Bucks. Abraham tips it. Keeps it on bounds. Bailey. Very physical play there by Abraham. It works. Fernlund inside a 2. That one not falling. Pettway gets it at 2. That one falls for Pettway. Holy Name regains a 4-point lead.
Yeah, going back to that play there. That would never happen without Abraham's play.
That was a very nice heads-up play. He knew where the out-of-bounds line was. He knew what he had to do. He played it perfectly, and Holy Name capitalized with points. Bowen falls.
Oh.
Buckeye retained possession as the ball is a little bit loose there inside the key. Murray to inbound for the Bucks. Corner for Lennard. Lennard takes it inside against Pettway. Put up a 2. That one falls for the Bucks. Back within 2 of the Bucks. Time running out quickly here in the first half. 20 seconds under that now. left in the half. Green Wave might take this one down and take the last shot of the half. Pinero to Bowen. Back to Pinero. Under 10 seconds now left to go. Pinero inside.
That one falls.
Now you're going to see Buckeye try to go fast.
That one not going to fall.
Now that didn't look kind of close though for the range it was at.
Either way, that takes us to the end of the first half in a high
High-scoring affair, if I had to say.
Holy name 35, Buckeye Bucks 31.
We'll be back in around 10 to 15 minutes to bring the second half of this contest.
All right, we are back from Buckeye High School. About a minute and a half left until play will resume here after halftime. Your score after 16 minutes played, Holy Name 35, Buckeye 31. Michael, what did the Holy Name offense do well to score 35 points, and what did the defense not do well that allowed 31 points?
Well, their offense just shot the ball really well from 3 especially, but we also had a couple offensive boards that gave us a couple easy baskets onto the Dorrian Pettway, though, getting those offensive rebounds and showing his strength by going back up with the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, you got to credit Buckeye's offense. They really played great that first half, looking for the open shot, taking their time. Holy Name's defense, they just got to stay with it a little more. I know they move the ball a lot, but you got to keep your eyes on the ball. Got to see what the guy's doing, call out the screens, see what everyone's doing. Just focus on, defense is a lot of effort. Focus on your effort of what you put in the second half to not allow so many points.
And we didn't see the effort be used. I mean, if you look at Joey Abraham's save the ball from going out of bounds against Holy Name, that was a turning point at the end of that first half. I believe it was 29-31, maybe around that range. We scored 4 more points. If that ball was not saved, we might have a 33-33 ball game on our hands right now. It might be a tie game.
Yeah, those are 2 free points for Holy Name right there. That's almost like a fast break point. We talk about that a lot. Fast break points are big for Holy Name. They're 3 points, just like from the line, 3 points.
You just got to keep up the mentality and aggression in this second half. If Holy Name flags off at any point, the Bucks have proven that they will come back and they will come and bite you. They will make sure that they get their point across and control the game. If you slack off for 1 drive, they're going to score. They've proven that. Austin Heyer, the freshman, probably one of the most talented kids we've seen play against the Green Wave this season. If he gets hot in this second half, Holy Name's offense better be ready to score a lot of points, because Austin Heyer, one of the most dangerous kids we're going to see, probably in the rest of our commissary career at Holy Name. One of the most dangerous kids we'll see.
Yeah, Holy Name starting off the half with a man-to-man defense.
Hudak inside against Abraham, runs out of bounds. The shot would have counted, but he ran out of bounds. One of those things we saw earlier in the first half that Holy Name did. Holy Name now on the positive side of that one.
That's just Joey putting effort on defense, making them work.
Some ball movement here by the Green Wave, a couple of handoffs. Abraham outside the arc gives Keegan Fernlund. Back to Abraham to the corner, to Bolin, back to Abraham, back to Bolin. Holy Name looking for an open shot. Pinero fakes, kicks it out wide open. Fernlund a 3. Bang! Holy Name starts off the half. A 3-pointer from Keegan Fernlund, now up by 7. The biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, you always see Holy Name come out of the half really strong. And just really great ball movement. Got him open there. Got the defensive eyes wandering.
Holy Name has lost momentum coming out of the first half many times. Tonight, not one of those situations. Higher. Leonard gives. Inside, that is Murray. Niddle, Leonard back to Niddle. Niddle against Pettway. Buckeye trying to find an open shot. There is none. Hudak works inside, kicks to the corner. Murray, Fernlund unable to pick it. Leonard the 3. That one off the front of the rim, no good. That one tips off the ball, and is he able to keep it in bounds? No, he is not. A little bit of a scare there. Keegan Fernlund overcommitted to blocking the ball. Ran right past it. An open 3 there from the North, not falling. But Buckeye still retained possession after a weird scramble there for a couple seconds.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that we don't really need to do. Just play with your defense. Make them make a mistake.
Hudak ready to set up for a 3, did not take it. Gave to Niddle, back to Higher. Higher to Niddle. Niddle back to Hudak. Hudak takes inside, kicks to the corner. Murray plans, not taking it. Scribbs, that one not falling, no trouble called. Higher a 3. That one in and out, no good. Rebounded by Murray. Murray's putback, no good. Pettway finally rebounds it and gives to Joey Abraham, who will take it up for the Green Wave. Amazing defense there by the Green Wave as Pinero puts up a 3. That one not falling, rebounded by Leonard.
That was nearly a minute of an offensive possession for Buckeye, and no points out of it.
Holy Name's defense held up when they needed to in that situation. Like I said, when the Green Wave defense is able to set up, they play 10 times better than when they're not able to. Fernlund, up court, Pinero gets Abraham inside the Bolin. It's unable to get to him. Hudak tips it. Hudak takes it up court. Corner. Murray gives to Niddle. Back to Hudak. Higher takes inside. No travel called. Niddle open for a 3. That one goes for Niddle. Buckeye now back within 4. Once again, Buckeye not forcing anything. Look for the open shot. Niddle had it from outside the arc. And even though his shooting motion might be weird, converts for a second three-pointer of the night. Abraham inside, kicks, outside, Fernlund a 3. That one not falling. Rebounded by Hudak. Buckeye rush quickly higher. Unable to convert on the fast break. And here comes the Green Wave once again, now trying to work fast themselves. Pinero, Bowen inside. Puts up a 2. That one not falling. Tips. Goes out against the Green Wave, and substitutions incoming here for the Bucks as Delata and DeMarco come into the game for Lenarth and higher.
I know it's not always possible, but to grab a rebound, the best thing to do is just go up and grab it and high point the ball. Just jump up and get it. So it's not always best to tip it away there. We see that Holy Name tips it and it goes out of bounds.
Substitution for the Green Wave. Drew Stiers checks in for the first time this half, sending Dorrian Pettway to the sideline. And I believe as well, I saw Casey Murray for Buckeye check out of the game as well. I believe that means Higher stays in the game. Hudak to Higher. DeMarco gives. Nato takes inside against Bowen. Makes Bowen miss. That 2 falls. Buckeye within 2.
Yeah, we see Buckeye come out of this half strong right here.
Abraham working inside. Puts up a 2. Fouled. Going to the line now will be Abraham.
Yeah, you see him drive, be physical. Yeah, Joey not afraid to be physical. He'll take the contact, he'll take the hit. Just get him to the line, he'll take the shots.
Abraham ready to take his first of 2. He does not convert. Off the rim, off the backboard, off the rim again, and out. Quick substitution here for the Bucks. Snyder Burns checks into the game as the 6'5" center Niddle goes back to the sideline. Abraham second, not falling either. Rebounded by Hudak, and here come the Bucks with all the momentum they need, trying to make something happen. Adam Humenik ready to check into the game for the Green Wave. Delata fouled, that one not falling for the Bucks.
You see, maybe these refs talked about something at halftime. Let them play a little less physical.
Checking out of the game for the Green Wave, Joey Abraham, as the aforementioned. Adam Humenik checks back into the game. Delata to the line for 2. His first in and out, not falling. The last three throws have not fallen for either side.
Maybe they installed a lid on these baskets at halftime.
Maybe, as that one's missed as well. 0 for 4 in the last 2 trips to the line combined. Bowen, Humenik, fakes it, takes inside, gives Fernlund. Fernlund works inside, puts up a layup. That one works for Fernlund in the Green Wave. Holy Name restores a 4-point lead.
Yeah, because in that first half we saw very offensive, strong side, a lot of points. In the second half, it's a little more gone back to that defensive line.
That one moves. Hudak allegate possession. That's going to be a foul against the Green Wave. Hornet confused on the foul call, but that sends Caden Hudak to the line as the last 4 free throws have all been missed.
Yeah, we see a lot of fouls here. Almost a foul on every possession here. That's in the second half so far.
Hudak's first. The blade has been removed from the basket. That one falls. Hudak second. That one also falls. Super tip of the line. Hudak. Now then 2 are the Bucks, and here come the Green Wave trying to extend their lead. Pinero kicks. That one past Stiers. Buckeye regains possession and now has an opportunity to retake the lead for the first time since halfway through the second quarter.
It looks like a little miscommunication there. Not everyone on the offense on the same page.
Hudak will take it up court here for the Bucks. Gives higher against Pinero.
Step in there.
Bowen fights for it. Bowen gets it. Beautiful defense there by the sophomore. And here comes the Green Wave. Bowen. That one falls from Maxwell Bowen. He started the job on defense. Finishes it at the rim. 2 points for the Green Wave. Now a 2-possession lead.
You gotta call that contact.
Snyder Burn gives it right back to Maxwell Bowen. And here he is again. 2 steals in a row. Can he make it 4 points in a row? Yes, he can. Maxwell Bowen having yourself a night, man. Beautiful defense, beautiful scoring. 2 steals, 4 points. Maxwell Bowen on fire right now.
Yeah, I think they're gonna play keep away here on offense from Maxwell Bowen.
That's an offensive foul against the Bucks. Holy Name regaining momentum.
Yeah, we got a charge there. Not afraid to take the contact for Holy Name there.
This is what the fans have been wanting to hear all night. That's the loudest the Green Wave have sounded all night.
Yeah, that's just playing straight up physical defense. They won't take the hit. Sacrifice something for your team.
Now the Green Wave up by 6. Any points from open play would result in the Green Wave extending their lead to 8 or more, which would be their biggest lead of the night. Pinero, matchup against DeMarco, takes it inside. That was going to be a foul against DeMarco and the Bucks. Green Wave go back to the line.
At the line for the Green Wave, number 2, Josh Pinero.
And now something we have not seen all night. The Bucks lead the game in fouls 3-2 in this third quarter. Pinero's first. That one off the front of the rim, no good.
Yeah, you see how loud, I don't know if you guys can hear how loud it is in here, but it is loud. It is like a playoff atmosphere game.
Kind of like that Lutheran West one, the gym, it echoes loudly. It's very loud here right now. Pinero second. That one falls. Green Wave tied their biggest lead of the night at 7.
I still don't feel like you're going to feel another playoff atmosphere like the Lutheran West game until we go all the way to the championship.
Agreed. Hudak inside. Niddle against Bolin. Niddle trying to put up a shot. That one's going to foul against Maxwell Bolin on a shot. 2 shots to the line now for Niddle and the Bucks. And now at home, I want you to watch this shot here from the Niddle. I want you to watch his shooting motion. It's one of the weirdest that we've seen all season. Watch it. Kind of weird. He kind of goes back further and shoots it. He also kind of does one where he kind of forces it from the front without having any momentum on it. Very weird motion, but it works. That one off the front of the rim, that does not work. Fernlund able to get the nice rebound there, and here comes the Green Wave working quickly. Stiers a 3. Bang! Drew Stiers, 3-pointer falls. Green Wave up by 9, biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, after making that 3, Drew's right there, back on defense. Not celebrating, just ready to play again.
Hudak gives Niddle corner. Murray. Bolin trapping him. That one just out of the reach of Stiers, working inside. DeMarco, that 3-pointer right in front of the rim. No good. Stiers for the Green Wave. Gives on the bounce pass to Bolin. Bolin shoots. That one falls. Green Wave up by double digits and forces a timeout by the Bucks. With 2:03 left to go here in the third quarter. Your score, Holy Name 50. Buckeye 39. Holy Name's offense is on fire. We'll be back in a minute. With 2:03 left to go here in the third quarter, we are back from Buckeye High School. Your score, Holy Name Green Wave 50, Buckeye Bucks 39. Holy Name's offense has gotten hot as of late. Drew Stiers, a couple good 3-pointers in this game. And as a sophomore playing as well, it's very incredible to see. We can see him following his sister's footsteps and playing basketball in college as she plays for Ursuline. I think she's a sophomore. Don't quote me on that, but I know she plays for Ursuline. That one from Murray, not going. Stiers, the aforementioned Stiers, gets it. Pinero puts up a 2. That one falls with a Green Wave. The offense stays hot. Defense being aggressive now, pressing. Higher bobbles it. Niddle now has it. Gives the higher against Humenik. Takes it inside his higher. That one not falling. Bolin hits it off the rim and he rebounds it. And here comes the Green Wave. Bolin corner. Stiers kicks the Bolin to the corner. Fernlund works inside. Puts up a 2. And that'll be a foul against the Bucks. Fernlund now to the line. Foul is against Joey Lenard. Either way, sending the senior Fernlund to the line for 2.
Yeah, on these later defensive possessions, Holy Name's not letting in second chance points. And that's let them open up the gap in this lead in this third quarter.
That one falls for Fernlund. And now for the first time tonight, Peter Cristino checks in the game, sending Maxwell Bolin to the sideline.
Yeah, after part of the third quarter for him, scoring quite a few points there. 6 straight in the paint.
And Maxwell Bowen getting some love from a couple of the seniors near the sideline. He's had himself a really good night. Now Peter Cristino, one of the good players off the bench for the Green Wave, started the season late due to injury and came off the bench in the Parma game and kind of gave us a spark as Fernlund's second falls checks into the game now with the Green Wave up by 15, the most they've been up tonight. Burgess up court here for the Bucks. Matchup against Humenik. Hands it off to Hudak. Hudak working against Stiers, taking inside. And over here, charge against Hudak and the Bucks. Green Wave getting back possession.
Again, that's one defense willing to take the hit, taking one for the team.
That's exactly what the Green Wave needed there. Up by 15, trying to extend the lead and get more momentum. Panero takes it up court here for the Green Wave. Corner, Fernlund works inside. That one not falling. Cristino, the big man, get the rebound. That putback not falling. Buckeye now has to work fast, not what they want to do. Hudak fakes a 3, passes it inside the middle. Corrals it, puts up a 2, and that one falls for the Bucks.
And their first point, and it feels like forever.
Panero works inside, loses it, but still has it. Fernlund, the pass tipped. Panero able to get it. Panero working against Burgess. That one tipped, the Bucks, fast break. Higher, that 2 falls. Buckeye regaining a little bit of momentum, now down by 11. Under 20 seconds left to go now here in the third quarter. Humenik has it at the top of the arc. Gives to Stiers. Stiers working inside with the 2. That one not falling. Cristino unable to corral it. Finally falls to Hudak. Couple seconds left to go here. Hudak will let the purple prayer. Had 3 from close range. Not falling. And with that, that ends the third quarter here from Buckeye High School. Your score, O&M Green Wave 54. Buckeye Bucks 43 after an offensive performance for the ages by the Green Wave in that third quarter. 19 points. Capped off by some good play by Drew Stiers and Maxwell Bowen. We'll be back in a minute. .24 minutes down, 8 to go here from Buckeye High School. Your score after 3 quarters. Holy Name 54, Buckeye 43. Holy Name's offense came alive once again in that third quarter, putting up 19 on the Bucks. Abraham will start it off for the Green Wave. That pass tipped out of bounds by Snyderburn. Green Wave to inbound. It was like a flip switch there for a couple minutes in the third quarter. Holy Name's offense, everything was working well for them. Pettway inside, puts up a 2. That one not falling. Pettway's reattempt, not falling, but fouled. Going to the line now is Pettway.
Yeah, especially in that later half of that third quarter, you really saw Holy Name's offense come alive. And really, they gave up no points for the later half there either. Maybe 4, I think.
The physicality is shown there. Maxwell Bowen, got to talk about him there. 2 steals in a row, 4 points back to back. Nothing more you can ask for from one of your sophomore starters.
Yeah, 6 straight points in the paint he had there in that third quarter.
The first from Pettway off the front of the rim, not falling. Pettway second. That one not falling either. Rebounded by Leonard. Burgess is taking up court here for the Bucks. Snyderburn outside, higher against Fernlund. Delata kicks it outside to Burgess. Burgess hands to Higher. Higher a long 3. That one not falling. Tipped by Pettway will go out against him. Yes, it will.
Substitutions here for the Buckeye Bucks. Hudak and Murray sub into the game. Kyer and Burgess sub out here for the Bucks. The subbed in Hudak inbounded here for the Buckeye Bucks. Finds the line in the corner, puts up a three quickly. That one not falling. Tip backcourt, barely able to keep it from going backcourt as Murray. Abraham intercepts the pass, tips it, but Buckeye retains possession after a nice play there by Abraham.
Body contact going out.
Delata, another three. That one not falling either. Inbounded by Murray. Murray's three not falling. Bowen fights for it. And there it is, a foul call against the Bucks. Holy Name regains possession.
Yeah, we got a one-on-one for Holy Name, I believe, now.
Holy Name's defense, when they set up, are very difficult to penetrate. You saw that right there. Maybe 4 or 5 shots taken on the possession by the Bucks. None of them fell. The defense played physical the whole time, and finally Maxwell Bowen fighting for the ball fouled. It's up 1-1 on the line here for the sophomore transfer.
Yeah.
Bowens, that one falls.
Now he unlocks his second shot.
Yeah, they really struggled to get a rebound in that last defensive possession. And for Holy Name in that third quarter, they really didn't allow any offensive rebounds.
Bowens second. That one also falls for Bowens. Holy Name now up by 13. Hudak will take it up court here for the Bucks.
Murray gives Snyderburn. Delata gets Pinero. Hands it off to Murray. Murray hands it back off to Snyderburn. Snyderburn loses it.
Pinero, fast break for the Green Wave. Can he capitalize? Yes, he can. Josh Pinero, the finger roll works for the Green Wave. Up by 15 once again.
Hudak's gonna work against Maxwell Bowen here. Works inside, finds Snyderburn, and it works.
Maxwell Bowen finds Fernlund in the corner, puts up a 2. That one not falling, tipped. Pinero, can he keep it in bounds? Yes, he can, but directly to Hudak. Puts up a 2. That was an and one for the Bucks.
And now Buckeye trying to fight back for some momentum here. And now Spire is ready to check in here for the Green Wave. Spire checks in for Pinero. And for the Bucks, subbing out will be Lenarth and Snyderburn, as I believe I saw Niddle. And I'm going to guess DeMarco checking in the game. That one falls for the Bucks. We will call a timeout. Your score now, Holy Name 58, Buckeye 48. And before we go to break, just a reminder, Holy Name girls basketball will take on Buckeye at home tomorrow. Tip off at 12:30. We'll be on the call for that one. If you want to stay up to date on all the games that we'll be covering, follow the Holy Name Broadcasting Instagram and Twitter accounts. We'll give you up-to-date knowledge on the games we'll be covering. Follow Holy Name Athletics Instagram and Twitter accounts to be updated on all Holy Name sports. And finally, subscribe to the Holy Name Athletics YouTube channel and put on your push notifications to be notified when we go live. 6:10 left to play here from Medina County at Buckeye High School. Your score, Holy Name 58. Buckeye 48. We'll be back in a short minute. .6:10 left to play here from Buckeye High School. The Green Wave with a 58-48 lead here. And like you said right before we came back on, I would expect a full court press here at Buckeye. You need to get drastic here and aggressive in a game that they can still win.
Yeah.
You're correct, as they're going to do so.
Fernlund gets it up court. Steyer's able to get up there and get it. Abraham working against Delata. Finds Maxwell Bowen on the other side near the Buckeye home fans. Finds Abraham. Abraham working against DeMarco. Working inside, Abraham finds the corner. Steyer's a 3. That one not falling. Pettway gets the rebound.
Pettway, looks like a push off when he gets that rebound.
And that one, the Holy Name fans not happy about that one. Buckeye still leads the foul battle, 7-4, committing more fouls than the Green Wave.
Kind of the opposite of what we saw in the first half. Niddle up court. Hudak finds Niddle. Niddle back to Hudak. Hudak got 3. That one not falling. Very able to get the rebound just barely. Corner. Niddle another 3. And one goal. Buckeye within 7. Green Wave trying to work here. Abraham back to Fernlund. Needing to drill sometime. Stiers, that one impact inside. Delata loses it. He still has it though, he regains it. Middle, corner. Murray, the 2. That one not falling. Stiers fights for it, gets the rebound. Here comes Abraham in the Green Wave.
Smartly, Abraham throws the ball up here.
Boyne needs some time to reset there after a little bit of a slippery slope was entered by the Green Wave. Now he needs some points to end that. Bolin. Gotta take some time here. No one coming near Bolin. DeMarco gonna pressure Abraham a little bit. Working inside. Corner. Bolin on the outside of the arc.
A lot of confusion here by both sides. The coaches of Buckeye want them to press, but they don't know. They're just letting Hornady grab out the clock.
Abraham taking it inside. Maybe a foul against DeMarco on that play.
So Abraham goes for a 1-on-1.
The patience of the Green Wave paid off there. No good shot to be taken. Taking as much time as they need and now going to the line. Joey Abraham for a 1-on-1. He needs to sink the first one. He needs this one to fall. Green Wave need to stop the slippery slope that they're currently entering. Hey, Yost convert. There you go. Pointing up by 8.
It looked like everyone either expected Joey to make that shot or forgot it was a 1-on-1 because no one reacted.
Abraham now for his second. This one also crucial. That one falls for Abraham in the Green Wave. We'll restore now a 9-point lead. Buckeye needing to work fast here with under 4:30 left to go in tonight's contest. Hudak working. Gives to Niddle on the outside of the arc. Finds DeMarco. DeMarco working on Abraham, who fouled him earlier. Hudak. There's 1-2. That one rejected by Dorrian Pettway. Here comes the Green Wave. Stiers. Finds Pettway inside. And they got incredible against Pettway in the Green Wave.
I don't know about that one. I would say that was a reception of a ball, and I don't know.
Point aim, they can't slow this one up, and they're going to need to. Hudak, corner, Delano.
Jump out.
Murray, Niddle. Back to Murray.
Take the charge.
Murray, Niddle, and 3. He's dangerous from there. He converts once again. Buckeye within 6.
Yeah, Niddle been really dangerous from 3-point range this game so far.
Inside, that way. That one's sent back by Niddle, but be a foul against Niddle.
Yeah, that's a great call. That is a great call right there.
Buckeye fans.
He came right from behind him and pushed him to get that block. That was a very, very good call. It's a tough call to make, but it's a great call.
Yeah, it was a clear push. Buckeye fans not having it. That way. Missing.
Yeah, you hear how loud it is in here still. It's Buckeyes not playing like a 1-5 team at all.
That way, second incoming. He connects. Substitution real quick for the Green Wave. Tenero subs in the game, sending Pettway to the sideline. Murray taking it up court here for the Bucks. Rush was Hudak. Hudak, corner, Niddle. Back to Murray. Murray finds the one inside. DeMarco makes a run. That one not falling. Bowling, miscommunication, rebounds it finally. Green Wave up by 7, wanting to extend that. Abraham. 3 minutes left to go now in the game. And that'll be a foul against Buckeye, setting up a 1-and-1 for Actually, they're saying change it. There's now going to be 2 shots.
Yeah, because that's a Buckeyes' 10th foul of the half.
The original call was a 1-on-1, but changing it to the correct call. Abraham putting up 2.
It was never a 1-on-1, Nathan.
That one falls for Abraham. Abraham second, also falls. Green Wave up by 9.
Yeah, Joe being the conductor here.
Take the charge.
Here comes the Bucks. DeMarco inside against Pinero. Gives to Murray. Murray trips.
No, he just fell.
And he falls and he is down. Be able to get up with the help of Middle.
It looked like he kind of just tripped over his own feet there, and he's really feeling that one as he goes right into the locker room, it looks like.
Now it's timeout call.
The Green Wave will call that one with 2:38 left to go in today's contest. 63-54 is your score in favor of the Green Wave. Once again, another reminder, tomorrow afternoon at Holy Inn, Green Wave girls basketball varsity team hosts Buckeye. Stay on, go watch that game. We'll be on the call for that one. It'll be a good game. Next Friday night, the boys varsity basketball team will host Valley Forge in a game on Friday the 13th at 7 p.m. We'll also be on the call for that one. Stay up to date with all the games we'll be covering, especially if we decide to cover one midweek on the Holy Name Broadcasting Instagram and Twitter. Follow us over there. If you want to stay up to date on all Holy Name sports, follow the Holy Name Athletics Instagram and Twitter accounts to be notified and stay up to date on all Holy Name sports. And finally, subscribe to the Holy Name Athletics YouTube channel and put out push notifications to be notified when we go live. 2:38 left to go in this game. What does Holy Name need to do to close out this game?
Really come out with strong defense and use that defense to turn it into offense. Maybe get a steal or 2, but take your time on offense. Look for that good shot.
Pinero inbounds. Full court press here.
Pinero working, finds Fernlund. Fernlund taking it inside. That 2 falls. Green Wave restore a double-digit lead.
If our offensive possession is fast, it must come with points, though.
Holy Name needs 8 to tie their most points they scored all season, which is 73 against Kenston in the game number 1. That one from Murray, or Hudak, I should say. That one falls. Game now, 9-point deficit for the Bucks. Abraham taking up court for the Green Wave.
Finds Bowen. Has to get it a little bit higher, but gets it. Abraham, corner, Bowen takes it inside, puts up a 2. That one not falling, tipped. Talata tips it to DeMarco, who will take it up court for the Bucks, instead handing up to Hudak. Higher. Talata. Inside. That one not falling. Bowen rebound. Abraham taking up court here for the Green Wave. Around 90 ticks remain in tonight's contest. Abraham working inside against Higher.
Joey really playing this smart here.
Wasting time. There's been a couple times he could have taken shots, but Holy Name does not care about the points. They care about joining this clock and making sure they seal the victory. Pinero gives inside. Pettway outside back to Maxwell Bowen. Bowen, the foul does not work. Fernlund puts up a 2. That one falls for Fernlund.
Buckeye looks like they're trying to intentionally foul, and they can't get these refs to call foul.
Hudak taking it inside. They need something now, down by 11. DeMarco. That one will be a foul, I believe, against either Pinero or Abraham, sending DeMarco to the line.
Yeah, that right there looks like the bread and butter of Buckeyes offense. Kind of just sneak in behind a Holy Name defender and get a wide open layup.
That one falls for DeMarco. Now a 10-point game once again. DeMarco's second also falls. Game now at 9 as a substitution is made quickly. Snyder Burns subs Higher out of the game here for the Bucks. Bowen inbounds to the Green Wave. Up court to Pinero, working quickly. Now they're going to stall some time. Under 50 seconds left to go now in today's contest. Buckeye fouls.
And that will be a foul against Snyderburn, sending Josh Pinero back to the line.
At the line for the Green Wave, number 2, Josh Pinero.
That Holy Name's still not in the bonus. So we still have one foul to give.
Pinero's first. That one falls. Green Wave now extended back to a 10-point lead. Snyderburn subs out of the game as Heyer is back in the game here for the Bucks.
Yeah, Buckeye gonna need a quick 3 here. And then a foul right after that for Holy Name.
Pinero's second. That one also falls. Green Wave re-extend their lead to 11. Inbound by Hudak to Niddle, who gives it back to Murray.
Buckeye having to work quickly now. Murray fakes the 3, works it inside the middle. That one falls.
And a quick timeout taken by the Bucks. Your score now at 35.1 seconds left to go in the game. Holy Name 69, Buckeye 60.
We'll be back in a minute.
With 35.1 seconds left to go here from Medina County at Buckeye High School, we are back. Your score, the visiting Green Wave 69, the home Buckeye Bucks 60.
Green Wave to inbound. Maxwell Bowen. Buckeye
Needing to foul quickly. Up court, Fernlund wide open. He's going to take that layup, and he converts. Green Wave up by 11 once again.
This is now the second time this season they've beaten a threshold of 70. Hudak from 3, no good. Bowen rebounds.
It's the same amount of points Donovan Mitchell scored.
Yeah. Green Wave in the game. There it is. They will slowly run out this clock, and that will take it in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ball game. Your final score from Buckeye High School. The visiting Holy Name Green Wave 71.
Home Buckeye Bucks 60. Second time this season they've beaten the threshold of 70. The offense a lot more lively this time out than they were against Parma.
Once again, tune in tomorrow at 12:30 for the Holy Name Girls Varsity Basketball game against Buckeye at home. Next Friday, Holy Name Boys Varsity will host Valley Forge. We will be covering that game as well. Tip-off at 7. Follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter to be notified of any other games we'll be covering, as there are a couple midweek games. Follow the Holy Name Athletics Instagram and Twitter accounts to stay up to date with all Holy Name sports. And finally, subscribe here at Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on the push notifications to be notified when we go live. With that, there's nothing else to be said. Once again, your final score from Buckeye High School, the visiting Holy Name Green Wave 71, the home Buckeye Bucks 60. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and go Namers.